That's all, folks.
Alright.
Yeah. What's up, all you prom night dumpster babies? We're back. We got a big Premier League and Champions League review for you.
Yeah.
So, like I said, Premier League, only going to talk about one game. United played while everyone else was playing Champions League this week. We play next week.
Let's talk about it, though.
United won.
2-0 over Brighton.
I mean, it's a fucking miracle, guys. I mean, we won 2-0. Not only did we win, but we didn't concede. It's crazy how you can win games when you don't fucking concede, Harry.
Yeah. Was he in?
He was in, yeah. He was starting. He was captain. He had a decent game, and people are hyping him up on Twitter and everything the last couple of...
Well, maybe that's what he needs is to get gassed up.
But he's the captain of Manchester United.
I know, he shouldn't need...
He should have 7 out of 10 every performance, no matter what, with the occasional 9 out of 10. That's the minimum for our captain.
Yeah.
If you're another squad player, you're allowed to have a 5 out of 10 every once in a while. But a minimum 7 out of 10 performance from Harry Maguire is necessary every single week.
Considering he is the captain, but you also have to think about his latest performances. We definitely aren't seeing a 7 out of 10.
Exactly. And this week, you shouldn't load a ton of praise on him because he had an average week. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He had one decent chance at the other end that he almost scored, but he wasn't able to, so it was good getting in that position. But once again, Ronaldo doing well, saving us, really pretty much created his own goal. Came off of a bad ball from the Brighton midfielder Basuma back to the defense, and
Brighton played well though.
Yeah,
I feel like they have a
Brighton had a really good game.
Something in the table.
Yeah, they're a competitive team.
Where'd the second goal come from?
The second goal came from the 90th minute, coming down. Brighton were trying to get that equalizer, but Bruno absolutely sat the keeper on his ass with a fake. Just fake shotted it and slotted it right into the corner. And really good performance. Good to see. Hopefully we can keep it rolling now that we get a good performance and a good result.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week we can take on Atletico Madrid in the Champions League and win, but also win this weekend. So
yeah. Man City in Lisbon against Sporting.
Domination.
5-0. Another really dominating performance.
Technically 6 because they had one of the goals chalked off, but they did score 6 times.
Bernardo with 2. One of them was a banger. Yeah. Sterling got a banger. Foden got a free goal off of a really bad mistake from the defender.
There was some suspect defending and goalkeeping in that game.
Yeah,
from
for
Sporting.
Sure. Yeah,
but City really did dominate.
Yeah, they definitely dominated. Showed class. I love when De Bruyne gets assists. It just makes me happy no matter what competition it's in. The first goal with Mahrez, I thought it was offside personally, but when we saw the VAR, and that's what it's there for, to replay it back when the referee makes a mistake, and that's what I think it should be used for, is when it's an actual mistake, clear and obvious. He wasn't offside, so the goal should stand, and it did. So we got the goal.
They took a long time to look at it too.
Yeah, it took a really long time. An unnecessarily amount of time. I think that they need to get that situated for sure with VAR. I think VAR is a really controversial topic in the world of football, soccer, whatever.
It's got its benefits, but it's also got its downfalls. You know, it takes away from the flow of the game a lot of times, and then especially in the Champions League, it seems like we see so many goals get scored, and then they let them celebrate, and then they go back and check it, and it's a no goal, and it's like, well, what the fuck are you? Why didn't you just stop the play then?
Yeah, I think especially with the offside, I think if the referee sees that it's offside and they think it's offside, call offside. Like, yeah, they're telling them to let them play on and everything, and I get that, and I am kind of for that, but it's also at the same time when you see when they're a good foot or two offside, like, call it.
Don't,
you know what I mean?
If they're, fractionally shoelaces apart, that's one thing. But when you've got 2-3 feet in between people,
you should
put the flag
you
up.
See that you're a professional referee.
People can get hurt.
Yeah, who knows what could happen after the fact that if you don't throw up the flag, and who knows what could happen to the attacker, the defender, anyone,
goalie, whoever.
Other Champions League games though, this is all of them. We'll throw the United game in
just as a reminder that we actually fucking won.
But this is the Champions League games. Really impressive game from Real Madrid and PSG. It was back and forth. Two titans for sure.
Yeah, we saw Messi miss a penalty.
Crazy. Courtois had a game and a half, and they still lost.
And they still lost, man. It sucks for him because the goal that Mbappe did eventually score, he megged Courtois. And
yeah, he went right in between Militao and Carvajal. It was an amazing goal.
But that's what Mbappe does now.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's really is a world-class player. He's doing it against his most likely his future club in Real Madrid.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see that a lot of people made a story about that.
Real Madrid PSG was an entertaining game, but Salzburg Bayern Munich was just the best game of the week, honestly.
Even though it was a 1-1. I mean, amazing game.
They both had consecutive chances, countless chances.
Counterattack after counterattack.
And man, it was just an enjoyable game throughout all 90 minutes, especially at the end, where unfortunately I wanted to see the upset, but unfortunately Koeman did end up scoring for Bayern Munich.
Yeah, you know, we're the biggest, it's Brendan Aronson on Salzburg,
yep.
and seeing him do so well against Bayern Munich was the bee's knees.
It was really good to see.
Getting an assist.
Yeah, it was promising to see him do so well against probably the best team in the world.
One of.
In my opinion, best team in the world. But, I mean, when you see the Americans come through and do well, it always puts a smile on our face. So, good for him.
Yeah, 1-1 though. It was disappointing to see because I felt like Salzburg deserved the win. Part of me, well, maybe that's just me saying that because I was a little biased toward wanting to win. But they were doing so well. And their midfielder, Mohamed Kamara, number 19, he had man of the match. He had an insane game.
One to watch.
Dude is definitely one to watch for bigger clubs. He's a young guy. Especially after that performance, people are definitely going to be looking at him. Liverpool,
unfortunately, won.
Beat Inter 2-0.
I thought Inter really were able to play well for 70 minutes and then they
at
just
home
collapsed.
too. Like, come on, bro. Like,
you got to put in a better effort for full 90, man.
You just won Serie A. I know you lost a lot of players.
And the manager.
And your manager, who was a really good manager. But 2-0 at home in the Champions League round of 16. I mean, when you think when you need to dig deep, get the result, it's now. But just
they weren't able to do it.
Wasn't meant to be.
We're only going to talk about the important Europa League games. There's so many of them still. But the most important ones, we saw Barcelona take on Napoli, ended a 1-1 draw.
Amazing game.
Honestly, it was a really entertaining game. First half, Napoli looked really dominant and overbearing on a struggling Barcelona team.
They did really well at home, in the Camp Nou. They put up a really good fight that first half, especially Fabian Ruiz putting things together. Unfortunately, came off after getting clobbered in the head.
Absolutely gashed in the head. He was leaking. So hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he came into contact. I think it was Gavi. I can't remember who it was that he collided heads with. But that's never good to see. Ferran Torres, though, ex-City player. Boy, oh boy.
Is he missing chances?
He scored the pen. You got to step up. Somebody's got to take and score it. Give it to him. But, oh my goodness. The chances that man had today, he could have had at least
it could have been 3-1
goals for himself. Yes, for sure. He could have had a hat trick himself. If not more, honestly, with the amount of chances he had. But you expect him to put some of those away.
You got to score at least one of them.
With the chances you get like that,
in a situation where your team is struggling so much, not only in the Europa League but also in the La Liga, I mean, they are just looking for a spark anywhere, and if you're able to provide that by taking the goal, basically a game-winning goal.
Yeah, you could have caught the lead, and I mean, I don't know what they wanted to do there. Other two games, Tyler Adams getting in there for Leipzig, had the first half, it got taken out the second half. I don't know why. I think he played very decently. I don't think he made any mistakes.
I guess it was just more of a tactical thing. Really.
I don't know. It was a little disappointing. He was playing center back, during the game, playing middle center back. It was interesting to see that. But yeah, he got subbed off in the 45th, and then lo and behold, Sociedad went down and scored. So who knows?
There's a connection there.
Game tie ended in a tie, I believe 2-2. But yeah, Gio Reyna coming back from injury.
Finally.
Yeah,
Hopefully
really.
he can start to get some form back and some fitness and really start to do well for this struggling Dortmund and U.S. team, really.
They really are struggling, especially Dortmund, I would say, with the fact that the gap between Bayern and them, obviously, as it always has been, a really disappointing 4-2 loss.
To Rangers.
Yeah,
I mean, Rangers are a good team. I mean, and shout out Ahmad. Ahmad Diallo. I hope he does real well for them. But at the same time,
4-2, going down
2-0
like at
to
home,
start with, man.
At home, in front of your own people. It's
knows?
really disappointing. Reyna didn't start. He came on in about the 70th minute or so.
Made an impact.
Yeah, made an impact. But this
Not enough.
no Haaland for Dortmund. You could see that they were missing that. Their defense is just shit.
Yeah.
It's just so bad. Hummels just needs to retire. I'm sorry. The man needs to...
He's struggling, man. He rides the struggle bus every freaking week, whether it's in the Bundesliga or the Europa League or when they were in the Champions League or wherever. It seems like every couple of weeks he rides the struggle bus, and we got to say something about him because he's just not good enough anymore.
No. But yeah, hopefully Dortmund can turn it around. I know we're both rooting for Dortmund to turn it around especially because Gio Reyna being on the team. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. That's it. Wonderful video for you today. Our Champions League, Europa League, one Premier League game review for you. We're gonna keep you updated. Enjoy your meme. As always,
Premier League this weekend, so we'll have a video for you next week.
Yeah, stay tuned for it.